You know, it's interesting when you are laying there and breathing a sigh of relief. You've just given birth to your girls and they're okay. And I did have such anxiety about them not being okay the whole time I was going through my pregnancy. And to realize something's wrong with me, that never occurred to me. I didn't realize that that was a possibility. I know I was in that recovery room and they kept trying different things to get my uterus to contract and clamp down and stop the hemorrhaging, and nothing was working. So that's when things got really serious.
I had the pleasure of meeting Andrea through a routine, I believe it was well woman exam for her annual checkups, and then she subsequently became pregnant.
I liked her right away. We clicked instantly. So when I got pregnant, it was a natural fit that I would go straight to Dr. Brooks, and right away Matt liked her as well. From that first ultrasound she gave us and said, "Oh, here's baby A. And here's baby B," and we were like, oh my gosh, like right away it was like, whoa, we have a twin pregnancy. I'm of advanced maternal age.
Right off the bat, when you have twin pregnancies, they are a higher risk pregnancy. Andrea presented to a routine prenatal visit and had elevated blood pressures, and at that point we get concerned for her health and the baby's health, and we recommend delivery urgently at that time. And since her baby was butt down or breech, that's why we recommended the cesarean section or C-section.
The team really made me feel like, we got this. They had clearly done this before, and they were so excited, and that's contagious. So instead of feeling nervous, I felt excited. It was exciting. I was about to give birth to these babies.
So when we were doing the surgery, thankfully everything did go well. It was straightforward. The babies were born. Yes, they were preterm or small, but we had our NICU service there. Just because the uterus is a little bit enlarged because there's 2 kiddos in there, we anticipate there's extra bleeding. So we were giving her medications just to kind of help encourage that uterus really clamp down or contract, which it did. It responded nicely and everything went smoothly, and she came over to our postpartum room to recover. I believe it was roughly an hour, so she's outside of this higher risk time frame where we're looking for bleeding, and we were called urgently because she did have a large gush of blood.
It was obvious that my uterus wasn't clamping down the way it needed to, and I was hemorrhaging more than normal.
Ironically, my partner had to assist with the first heavy bleed because I was performing another service for a different patient. So then Dr. Milo had inserted what we call a Jada balloon, which basically goes into the uterus and puts pressure, kind of suctions it so that we hope to stop bleeding that way. So the balloon worked for several hours. I finished up with what I was doing with another patient, and I came in and checked with Andrea and Matt. But then roughly an hour later, then an urgent call or page was again sent to myself and charged that she was having more bleeding, which is really rare to bleed around this balloon. Postpartum hemorrhages typically are between 3 and 4% of all deliveries, but only 1% will actually require to go all the way through all of our meds, all of our medical devices. And unfortunately, Andrea was in that 1%. And very quickly, because she was losing so much blood, her vitals were unstable, meaning she really couldn't talk to me. She was very pale. We were actively bleeding. We didn't have a lot of extra choices. So not only did we call, I guess, the massive transfusion protocol, which alerts the entire hospital that we need all hands on deck.
The way that room filled up with health professionals was something I will never forget. So Dr. Brooks came in and she grabbed my hand and she said, "Andrea, I need to perform a life-saving hysterectomy on you right now."
And I said, "Andrea, I'm so sorry, but you are bleeding and I do not have any other options, medications or devices. You are unstable. We need to perform a cesarean hysterectomy, which means I'm removing your uterus and you cannot have more children going forward."
She said, "Is that okay?" And I said, yes. And she knew I knew what that meant. And I knew that if Dr. Brooks was saying this is what we needed to do, it's what we needed to do.
This was not healthy for Andrea. We didn't have choices. And Andrea said, okay, let's go. And we went to the back.
It was like everyone all at once taking care of me and making sure that my life was going to be saved.
You have your checklist, like we need to get her back in X amount of time. We need to make sure that she has blood hanging, because if we don't, this is how maternal morbidity and mortality happens, and that's not acceptable at St. Vincent's. So thankfully, our team here is phenomenal. By the time we called the massive transfusion protocol, I explained to the couple that what needed to be done. I believe we had Andrea back within 5 to 7 minutes. And then working to save her life within 10. So very, very quick. Oh my gosh. Hi, how are you?
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for her and her demeanor and her expertise and her team and just everything. I'm so grateful.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I know I was a sneeze from death, and she knew it, and I had such incredible trust in Dr. Brooks that I knew the only thing I needed to do was say yes and let them do their job to save my life.
We practice, we train, we have drills for, we hope to never have to do hysterectomies or manage postpartum hemorrhages, but in the event that we do, we're ready for them. And I don't know if that is something that most hospitals do, but I can assure you at St. Vinny's that is, and Prevea, that is something that we're regularly making sure that we are at the top of our game, that we are practicing what we call evidence-based medicine, meaning we are studying, we are making sure we're up to date so that you and your family get the best care.
The next day, after all of this happened, and I got to meet both girls together for the first time, one of the nurses who had cared for me the day before saw me up and around, and she ran up to me and gave me the biggest hug. She just said, wow, I couldn't stop thinking about you all night. And that really means a lot to me, because I know that there's a time and a place to be buttoned up and professional, but this staff was showing me that they were caring for a human, and they saw that.
Gosh, I think every physician or every provider can attest that the nurses are the heroes in our stories. They are with, in Andrea's story, Allie was the one that told me. Allie was the one that paged me that there's bleeding, that there's a concern. I wouldn't work anywhere else. These nurses are phenomenal.
I can't believe that people exist like the team we had. And it's hard work. I hope we're appreciating our healthcare workers and not taking them for granted, because that was hard work what they did for me.
What does a bunny do?
The girls and I are all healthy. We are well. We are thriving. They're a lot of fun, and I can't believe the life we live now. It's like a dream come true.
Melanie, can I have a boop?
It actually is like a dream come true.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange feeling to put that together, to say, yes, I saved their life, or I saved her life, because we trained for this. Again, we don't do this every day, but you are right. These two little girls, they get to be with their mom, and Matt has his wife, and so many people are blessed to have Andrea in their life, so it's special, yeah.